In the last video that I made some months ago, not that it really matters, I went over how to basically set up a standalone server without using somebody else that you can run on your home computer. I don't think it was the best tutorial, but I will be going into some more, how should I put this, more specified areas. That's the word I'm looking for, specified. So, I think what I should talk about now is one of the biggest questions that I had, which is changing game modes. For the longest time, I would only be able to do capture the flag because that's the default. The one thing that I can tell you right off the bat is that, so you have your config folder, or notepad, I guess, and you'll notice right here where it says game mode, how it says capture the flag. Do not change it from capture the flag. Leave it like that. If you want to change your game mode to, let's say, Babel, since that's what this is, what you need to do is you need to go in here and put in the scripts for it. So that's why I have Babel in here. So I went ahead and I'll put a bunch of links in the description for you guys, but what you do, so get your game. This is where you get your server from, which I showed in the last video, but in there you should have your scripts, and if you're an idiot like I was, what you can also do is if you look in here, it literally tells you how to install it. Of course, me being stupid, I didn't actually realize that that's what it was. But basically, all you really need to know if you're going to run a Babel server is just go into your config folder, put Babel in with your scripts list, like so. Also put one capture the flag in scripts as well. Once you do that, all you have to do is pick the maps you want. I would highly recommend that you make another maps folder and then have a backup to pull from. And the reason why I say this is because if you're going to go in and start putting maps in the rotation, what you have to do is you have to put in the extensions. So also in that scripts list right here, if you look in the Babel script, it'll tell you to type this in. If you don't type this in, the platform will not generate that is in the sky. So be absolutely certain that you put this in. Now that said, the reason why I like to keep the maps separate is because if you don't actually keep them separate and you go and change your game mode again from Babel to something else, all the maps in that rotation are going to run like Babel because you still left the extensions in. And being as lazy as I am, I found it much easier to just make a whole bunch of these other game types have their own designated folders and maps. So I just made a whole bunch of backups. You don't have to do that, but that will make your life a whole lot easier. Another thing that will make your life a whole lot easier is, let's say you're gonna run Arena. Not only would I make the backups as well. Now, in the configuration folder, all you have to do is just put in Arena. You don't need one capture the flag or Babel. I mean, I don't know why you would try to put Babel in there if you want to run Arena. But once you put that in, that's basically all you have to do. Again, leave this in capture the flag. Do not change the game mode. You will screw it up if you mess with that. Or, at least every time I've done it, it's messed up. I mean, I know in some cases, because I've been known to say wrong stuff in the past, but at least what I'm telling you guys actually legitimately works. I might be stupid and I might be saying the wrong stuff, but somehow in some way it works. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, is you just want it to work. So what I'm giving you works. So again, I have my maps in here. Now, actually, I was a little bit cheap on this, and I found, and I'll also put this in the description too, but I found this list of maps, and what's nice about it is that it happened to have maps with arena modes already made by their original creators. So you can be lazy and just run this, and how you get it is you just clone or download, and you just want to download the zip. And whenever you get it and you extract it to your desktop, it'll look like this with all your maps. Basically, just look at the ones that say arena. And there's a few in here that don't say arena, that are arena, like Nuketown. But once you get that, another problem that I ran into that frustrated me, again, I can be quite stupid at times, but whenever I was putting these in the rotation, you see how it's spelled out right here, how it's all lowercase with no spaces? If I go in the description here and copy the name, AOS Museum, for example, which is what I had originally done and put in the config folder, and I go over here to my maps, I had it spelled like how it says the name actually is, which is AOS Museum, and it won't recognize it. So what you have to do is you have to type it out like how it appears, which is lowercase with no spaces. And I had to do it for each one of these maps. But they all work, and I'll actually show you that, as well as one other thing too. And I'm sure a lot of people already know this, but again, me being as stupid as I can be, I didn't catch on to this. So, for the longest time, I had no idea how you actually log in as an administrator, moderator, a guard, or trusted. And so I think I'll show you guys that too, once I load this up. So, I'm just gonna, or actually, I don't want to show you arena just because there's not going to be anyone playing. So it's just going to constantly respawn me in the same spot. But I'll do Babel instead just to show you that it works. And this is going to have problems, but basically you do that. You're going to open this. Hang on. Maybe I have something up. Oh, okay. It's because whenever I copied this over, I didn't put Scandinavia back in there. See, this is why I absolutely recommend that you have a different map folder. Is because Scandinavia, I had to take out of the rotation because I didn't rebind it. So just for now, I'm not going to have it in there. That made no sense if you actually think about what I just said. But anyways, yeah, see, game is very sensitive about that stuff. So we got the server running Babel, and before I get too far into this, I don't want to full screen it because I remember what happened last time. Let me just check the passwords again, because I haven't changed all my passwords yet. Yeah, see, if I had gone in, I would have used the other passwords I set. So I'll just show you how to log in as an admin now, which is kind of important if you know, you want to manage your server. I mean, just a little bit, you know, no biggie. But yeah, you just type this in, AOS 16777343 to connect to your server. And so once you get into it, I just want to go ahead and just let you know that you don't have to be an admin per se, because the server itself can still execute the same commands, believe it or not. So I can go in here and do /kill Magnus, which is my name, or actually no, that's my other thing. So I'll just do this. X dot, it'll know what to do. This is just to show you. So as you can see, if I just hit enter here, see? That is how you do it. So you don't technically need to have admin, but let's say you do want to have it because it can be a nuisance. If you don't, what you do is you come in here, you type /login, or you just type it as bad as I just did. And you just do admin pass1. You can change it, but this is the default. But as you can see, you've now logged in as an admin. I'll show you that it works. So do disco. See. Then just do disco again. And another one of the weird commands in here, well, not weird, but flying. This took me a while to figure out, but whenever you toggle flying, just spam space and control. Oh wait, it's on my mouse for like this, see? You just, now it's whatever your crouch and your jump is, that will be how you fly, basically. Or you can just spam control, because control also works. Or whatever your crouch is, just spam that, and that's how you fly, basically. Then you got God and stuff like that, and invisible, which is just typed like this. And there's a whole bunch of other commands, but the main thing that I was trying to show you is that, as you can see on this Babel server, we have a platform here that has intelligence in the middle. So just make sure that whenever you run maps that are not capture the flag, that you make the appropriate extensions to the map, and on top of that, make sure that you add in the scripts into your configuration list. Other than that, that is basically it. Well, that I can think of at the moment right now. I hope that I helped. I know that I'm not the best at explaining things, but I just feel that this kind of stuff, you know, is not very readily available either, which is kind of why I want to help you guys out and also help myself out in the future, because in the time between the last video that I made, which I watched, which was not the best, but it made me realize.
Hey, Dave?
Sorry about that, somebody just walked into my room, but yeah, I hope that helped. I mean, if you have anything you want to ask me, just let me know. I'd love to talk to you guys. I'll help you out if you need it. But, I mean, that, I was wondering where the ground was. There it is. But, yeah, because I know one of you guys actually was asking about, how to set passwords on your servers. Now, I'm not at that point yet, but I'll show you that in the future. And I guess one other thing I should probably say before I go. So, I know that I showed you how to be cheap and make arena servers just using pre-made ones, but let's say you want to actually make one from scratch by building a map, which I should hopefully... I want to show you guys how to build a map too. But if you want to know how to set up an arena mode map, what you have to do is you log in as an administrator. And I'll just show you this really quickly, and this will be the last thing, I promise. And you're going to want to use this command. So you open up Arena, and you're going to want to use the one that says @admin, and you're going to spade the ground to get coordinates. Make sure that you copy this and put this in a different script. If you run this Arena in your current config, it won't like it because it's going to want pre-made coordinates, so it will crash. I'd say more, but I am literally pushing it with only 30 seconds to spare. So in the future, I will show you guys how to do that, but as of now, I will have to go just because of time. I hope I helped you guys out, and yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. Feel free to say whatever you like down there. Don't need subscriptions or likes. I'm just happy the way I am. Bye!